Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. And well, it's my favorite time of the month because it's time for the January 2020 Blu-ray haul video. I was really starting to feel like this month was never gonna freaking end, but here we are, the very last day of the month. And of course, I picked up some Blu-rays and some new Funko Pops, so it's time to, show all those off. And if you guys are new here and you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you live, talk, and buy movies. But anyways, so we will start with the Blu-rays after all, and with the new releases. So first up here, got Terminator Dark Fate. Didn't buy the 4K because didn't really care to. Make sure you check out my review of that if you haven't yet. The next one after that is Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I was really glad to pick this up on Blu-ray because I didn't get to see it in the theater. So I know I definitely had to pick it up on Blu-ray when it came out, and yeah, good time. Also did a review of that. And then the last new release of the month I picked up was Joker in 4K with the really cool steelbook, and this was also the first Blu-ray review of the entire year, so that was really cool. And yeah, I've rewatched this movie probably like maybe 4 or 5 times already since I got it, because when it first came out, like that first week, I showed it to my sister, and then she rewatched it, and then her husband rewatched it, and then I showed it to my mom, so it's like, I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of this Blu-ray. So those just the 3 new releases I picked up, but there was quite a bit of extracurricular activity going on this month. A little more than I was anticipating, but that's what happens when you go looking for deals. You tend to find the deals. So the first thing up here from Big Lots is the Dracula Complete Legacy Collection. Yeah, I heard Big Lots was getting in some new movies and stuff, and I like to look at them because they're usually pretty cheap, and yeah, I believe there's 6 Dracula movies here if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 6 Dracula movies on Blu-ray for $10. That's a pretty good deal if I do say so myself. And then also from Big Lots got Disturbia. I think this movie is really good. Basically, it's Shia LaBeouf is under house arrest, and he's got some sneaking suspicions about a certain neighbor and doing suspicious things. And yeah, it's a good time. It was only like $3 at Big Lots, so that's pretty good. And then I did pick up one more thing from Big Lots, and I was really glad to pick this up. It's The Big Lebowski. Yeah, I've seen it many times, but I didn't own it yet, and yeah, for $5, of course I'm gonna pick up The Big Lebowski. I know there's a 4K of it out there, but I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna actually get around to picking it up, and for such a low price, I might as well just get the Blu-ray of it. So this next one here came from the 99-cent store, not the dollar store. I was in there like a few weeks ago just trying to pick up some stuff, and I saw their little display case of movies on like one of the checkout lines, so I just went and looked through real quick, and I picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: Turtles in Time, the greatest Ninja Turtles movie ever. Yeah, I mean, I've got the original 1990 Ninja Turtles and the 2014 one, so I'm like trying to build up the Turtles collection a little bit, and I figured, for like $1, why not pick this up? But then when I went to go check out, it turns out it was actually $2 instead of $1. So I paid more than $1 for Ninja Turtles 3. Ugh. Alright, so the last 6 movies here, I got these from my local Zia Records. That's this cool record store chain. I think they have a couple in Arizona as well and here in Vegas. And this is one I don't get to go to very often because it's kind of, out of the way, but they have a really good section there. So I got some really cheap movies. Most of these are upgrades, but there's a couple ones I just straight up didn't own yet. So I picked up the Simpsons movie. I had this on DVD, wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray, so that was cool. I love the Simpsons movie. And then another upgrade, this one's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I have most of the Transformers movies on Blu-ray. I've got the first one, the third one, the fourth one, and Bumblebee. So now I have Revenge of the Fallen. Now I just need to get Last Night, if I ever get around to actually doing that. And then also for an upgrade, I picked up Caddyshack on Blu-ray, classic, had it on DVD, and now I have it on Blu-ray, so That's pretty cool. And then the last of the Zia Records upgrades, I've got Super 8 on Blu-ray. I've always really liked this movie and just, the 70s feel, these kids, shooting on Super 8 film and I really like this movie, it's a collaborative effort from J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg and, yeah, so I was really glad to finally add this to my Blu-ray collection. So then as far as movies I picked up that aren't upgrades, but I really wanted to have them, I've got The Jerk starring Steve Martin and, yeah, this is just a bonkers comedy movie, and for those of you that aren't aware, The Jerk is a movie where Steve Martin grows up in an all-black household, and he thinks he's black, but then he discovers he's actually white, and he goes out into the world and, discovers who he is and things like that. So this movie is not so politically correct and might be considered offensive by today's standards, but I think that's just kind of the appeal of it because it's not really a movie you could get away with making today, and it's absolutely hilarious, and Steve Martin's great in it. So then the very last movie I picked up this month was Hugo on Blu-ray. I was actually surprised I didn't already have this movie on either DVD or Blu-ray. It's a Martin Scorsese movie that kind of deals with, early days of movies and things like that. It's just a phenomenal movie. I like this one a lot, so I was really glad I could get it for super cheap, and now it's part of the collection, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, those are all the Blu-rays I picked up this month, and I can finally, shelve them and things like that, because I just kind of been sitting here piling up. But, yeah, so now we get to the part where I show you all the new Funko Pops I picked up, because, well, for the last couple of months, I've kind of delved into that rabbit hole, and, definitely did so this month. So the first one I picked up was the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn. This one's the Hot Topic exclusive. It's cool. She got her gold overalls and her mallet and things like that. And I think this is the one they've shown like the most in the trailer, so I really want to get this one. They had like 4 or 5 different versions of Harley Quinn, but yeah, I also, you've probably seen that Suicide Squad Harley Quinn pop up there, so I think I'm just gonna buy a Harley Quinn Funko for every movie that she's in, but this is really cool, and I'm looking forward to Birds of Prey next week, actually, so that should be pretty cool. So this next one here, I got a like $50 Amazon gift card over Christmas and had like $10 left over on it, so I figured I might as well just get a pop out of it for free basically. And I picked up the Captain America Avengers Endgame one where he's got the shield and Mjolnir and there's some cool like lightning effects going on there. This one was really cool, and I figured if I was going to get a Captain America Funko, it might as well be, kind of the ultimate one where he's got the shield, got the hammer, doing cool things, and yeah, it got used a gift card on it, so it was absolutely free, which is good. Free is always good. So then this one is one I was really looking forward to, and I actually didn't think it was coming out till next month, but then I saw it on the shelf at Hot Topic, and I was like, I take it. And that would be the Spider-Man Marvel 80th Anniversary Funko. When I saw this was coming out online like a month or two ago, I was really excited about it because I knew I definitely wanted to get a Spider-Man Funko of some kind, but I couldn't decide like which one I wanted to get because I didn't want to get like a million Spider-Man Funkos. But I really like this one because it's, based off his first appearance from the 60s, I believe. Got the blue shading in there and the web wings and stuff. This just looks really cool. It's got that fun Marvel 80th Anniversary design on it, so yeah, really cool pop, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up when I did because I haven't seen too many of them actually. And the very last Funko I picked up this month, yeah, it's been kind of a busy month for Funko collecting for me. This one I actually just picked up last night, and I got this one from a toy store, like a used toy store around, and they have like a huge Funko selection, and that would be the Daredevil Netflix Funko. This one's super cool, and I knew they made these, but I never saw one before, and I couldn't find one on Amazon at all, so I was like, okay, I don't get to see this one very often, so I'm gonna get this one, and it's really cool, because it's the one from the Netflix show, so it's got the cool armored red suit and the mask and all that, so just really cool. So yeah, it's been a rather Marvel-centric Funko month, except for Harley Quinn here. And what's also really nice about me buying this many Funkos this month is, you know, back here on the shelf, you can see, like, I have, you know, usually, like, 3 per shelf to keep it neat and organized, so now I've got an even 9, so I got 3 for each shelf, so that's pretty cool. So, that's my Blu-ray and Funko Pop haul for January 2020. Looking forward to seeing what February 2020 has to offer. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you live, talk, and buy movies. But anyway, so, if you guys picked up anything cool in the month of January, then type that down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.